the World Economic Forum founder and executive chairman Klaus Schwab is going to be stepping back from his role running the global gathering since he founded it in 1971. I don't know. I mean, he's only had since 1971. Has he really had enough time to accomplish all of his goals? He's going to be stepping down and transitioning to a role as a non-executive chairperson. The change in role is still pending approval by the Swiss government, who I just love so very, very much. We are shockingly lucky enough to be able to speak to his son now. And just so you know, he was raised in a middle. He was raised really as a middle class oligarch in a modest little castle in Bavaria. Klaus Schwab Jr. is with us now to tell us, for instance, what it was like growing up with Klaus Schwab as a dad. Klaus Jr., welcome.
Hello, my slave Glenn Beckinghamings. How are you today?
I am good. I'm good. I'm just. It's interesting that you would agree to come on this particular program. I'm not sure how your father, feels about people like me or Russell Brand.
Well, it's okay to talk to our position, and maybe I can make some conversions onto your side to my side.
Sure. And your side is?
Techno-fascist dictatorship.
Okay. All right.
For making efficiency for making.
Right, okay.
You're asking of my father, Santa Claus Schwab, transitioning, but he will, just like how the paper, let's be honest, paper money, even monopoly times, has a digitalization of the card now.
Sure,
so when you play Monopoly so that your dumb kids cannot make the mathing to count the paper, now this is on card for you. Just in this way, now you will make digital currency for efficiency for making, for equitable access of, you will have your taxes auto-deduct, so you don't have to get a cumbersome tax audit or anything like this. This will come auto. Just in this way, Klaus Schwab's brain is analog at this moment, and it will go to digitalization. So he's just kind of getting the upgrade. It's not really it's more of a lateral movement.
Really? Okay. All right. So he's really kind of going to continue just in a digital kind of way.
Yes. I think that, and also he said something about karma, and he does not want to face like the Golden Gate, so he will just loophole digitalization.
Right. Was it your father or was it your grandfather that was a Nazi?
Labels, okay? Labels. The National Socialist Party, oh, you look back during COVID time, oh, you're Democrats, you're evil. You know what I mean? It's like, first of all, my great-uncle Helmut actually died from Auschwitz. People do not know this.
Really? Died in Auschwitz?
Yes, he was, some of the gypsies escaped, and so he was making installation of electric fence, and his foot was in muddy puddle, and he was electrocuted.
And that's a pretty tragic family story then, really.
Oh, he was a great man.
Yeah. Who knew? You had so much in common with the with the Jews. So, how was your childhood? With Klaus Schwab being your dad.
Yes, well, not always great. He always gave me the carrot and the stick, the silver and the lead option. For example, for Christmas side, he would take all of the neighborhood kids who would go into the castle, and, some of them were from the lower classes. And then for Christmas Eve, he would always wear this scary mask, and he would not wear the pants. And then he would always insist on bare-bottom spanking of all my friends. And, my friends would be like, oh, Santa Claus Schwab makes spankings on my baton.
Right.
And they'd be crying. But then the next day, he would be playing a harp near the Tannenbaum, the Christmas tree for you. And then he would give the big gifts, like 10,000 euros. The PlayStation. Oh, you get the motorcycle.
Really?
And so they'd be like, well, I don't like this man, but he's not so bad, So it was always, you don't know if he's coming or going.
Yes. So what is the what is the role of of the World Economic. People say they just don't have any power at all because it's just a collection of people that get together.
That's really funny. Good one.
Oh, I thought that was actually a question. I mean, how do you respond to that?
No, well, we do certain rituals to ensure that we go up the food chain closer and closer and closer to the great architect of the universe, and we are the embodiment to inherit Earth Incorporated.
Right, and then people like the average people, how are they going to benefit?
Well, their slavery will be more like digital token. They will have equitable access to making labor or jail.
Okay. Okay. Klaus Schwab Jr., thank you very much, I guess, for joining us and telling us about what?
I'm beefing with you, Glenn Beckingham. We're beefing.
You have a beef with me?
Yes, I went down to Mercury Studios to make Primetime with Alex Steining-Hammings, and I said at the front desk, first of all, there was no trumpets when I arrived, okay?
Right.
Nobody made the feet kissing, okay?
Right.
No
right.
Rebecca.
Right. Yeah.
And then, insult to injury, they pointed to the public toilet for me. And I said, no, my pronouns are God and deity. I will use Glenn Beckingham's toilet. And they said, no, that's forbidden.
Yes.
And so the next time I see you, Glenn Beckingham, at the Mercury Studio, if you're sitting on the throne, I will sit on your lap and make...
Okay. Well, I think your father has already kind of done that in his own sort of way with everybody on Earth. By the way, I want to introduce you to who we're really talking to, Eric Hollerbach, who...
No, he's a loser. No, he's my intern.
He's your intern? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, I make severe... You know the friend who's like the beta, who like no matter how much abusing you make for him, he keeps coming, He's like this man.
Yeah, really. Really. And what does he do for you exactly? Because I understood that, Eric's been doing stand-up comedy in New York and everywhere else, and screenwriting and things like that. But that's your intern that does that.
Yeah, you think this pays? No. I pay him under the table, but, he stores adrenochrome for me. He stores his spacesuit. But I keep tabs on him. We have a certain Stasi cell in Friedrichsburg. And so I make following of him to make sure my adrenochrome supply is okay and all this. And you should see the heifers he brings home. Oh, my God. I mean, he does not respect himself. For example, he went to the Austin, Texas rodeo, and we make photograph of this to keep track on him. And it was very difficult to tell the difference between the plump, fat, goth, ugly girls that he likes and the cows in the rodeo. The only way we could tell the difference is the fishnets and the eyeliner, but it was very difficult.
Okay.
We took it back to the Bundesnachrichtendienst, the Germans, CIA, the BND for you, and we need forensic photograph analysis to tell the difference between the cows and the girls he was talking to.
Okay. All right. Well, Klaus Schwab Jr., thank you so much. Future executive and chairman of the World Economic Forum.